Happy Monday from the Wulara Sailing Club. As promised to a few of you, I'll start my segment about how you can improve your wing foiling from a functional fitness point of view. Foiling is a lot about balance, and where balance starts is in your ankle and foot mobility. And with foiling, you really want to differentiate between pressure points on your forefoot here and in between your heels and on your toes. And I'll start with the very basics, with how you get more mobility in your foot and how to engage your glute and how to engage your core. That's what those series are going to be about. But today we are mostly addressing the glute, and I start with glute bridges. How do I perform a simple glute bridge? First of all, I would take all trainers off so you're completely barefoot. And the setup for a glute bridge is standard glute bridge, hip wide. You put your foot flat on the ground, and then you lift up your hip and you lift up your toes. So you're just on your heels. And you extend towards your knees, and that gives you, and your head is on the ground, and that's a glute bridge. Your hands are to the side. That's the basic position of a glute bridge. Extend towards your knee, and you want to go down, almost touch the ground, and you go up, and you hold it there for 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And you go down, and you breathe out, and you go up, and you extend towards your knees, and you make sure that you push equally strong from your right heel and from your left heel. And after 5 seconds, you go down and up, and repeat that. Get started with 15 times, increase to 20 to 40 times, then have a break of 15 to 20 seconds and repeat it again. This exercise is called Glute Bridge Up and Down. You can transition that into a glute bridge hold. In a glute bridge hold, it's important, it's the same setup as a glute bridge up and down, but you hold it there for the entire duration. And during that duration, you improve this position continuously. You never sit there and start dropping the hip like that. You really want to extend the position towards your knee. You want to improve that position. You want to make sure that the pressure in both heels is equal throughout that glute bridge. And hold it in the beginning for 20 seconds, increase it by 5-second increments, and up to a minute. That's the glute bridge hold. You can, in both glute bridges, you can, once you got a good feel for the glute bridge, you can change the position of your arms and put your arms to the back, which increases the pressure towards your heels and you get a little bit unstable here, and you have to stabilize yourself by pressure out of the heels and in your core. Again, the movement, the extension is not with the bridge up, it's towards your knees. So this would be a glute bridge hold. Make sure you get equal pressure throughout your heels and you lift up your toes. And this is a glute bridge up and down. I'm breathing out, and when I'm coming up, I hold it there for 5 seconds. Extending towards my knees. Pulling in my tummy and coming down again. The next exercise I want to show is a glute bridge reach. For that, I'm going a little bit further backwards, so you get the whole view. And I'm again in my glute bridge position, but what I'm doing, I'm reaching back and I'm coming back again. The direction I'm reaching back, so here I'm reaching back to my right. This side tends to collapse, so I need to put more pressure throughout my heel. Up, extend. This is a really nice exercise to activate your glute when you get up in the morning or before you start wing foiling or any activity. What's important to keep your toes elevated and push throughout your heel. Make sure you're applying extra push through that side where you're reaching over. Alright, that was glute bridge reach. I recommend do 20, 25, 30. I enjoy that exercise so much, it's hard to stop. And the last one of those 4 exercises is a simple squat. With the squat, I want to make sure that you're standing hip wide and your toes are pointed to the outside. When I squat down, I want to make sure that the foot is fully on the ground. I put more pressure into my heels. I can start lifting up my toes and I get into the squat and I make sure I'm probably having 80-90% on my heels and 10% here. And when I get up, I leave my heel on the ground, I pull in my tummy and I come up. And I go down. And when I go down, I can push my knees to the outside. And I pull in my tummy and I make sure my heels are on the ground when I get up. The squat is such an important exercise. Here I can start shifting around, getting more mobility. If you struggle with your squat and you only get to here, you can help yourself by putting some support under your heel, lifting up your heel. That will make it easier for you to squat. In the gym, you can use a weight and you can put that underneath, just lifting up the heel slightly, and over time you bring the heel further down to get more flexibility. And you might think that you're you have less flexibility in your hips, and that's how you are, but that's not true. You can improve everything, and over time it will improve. With exactly those little exercises in making your glute firing again. I recommend get started with as many squats you're comfortable with. If it's 5 squats, then that's what it is, 5 squats. And after a few days, you will be able to do 6 or 7. If you feel comfortable with squats, do 12, 16, again 15-20 seconds of break in between, and repeat it 3 times. What you could do, a nice little glute program would be glute bridge up and down, glute bridge hold, glute bridge reach, and squat. And you leave 15 to 20 seconds in between those exercises. So the first exercise you do glute bridge up and down. Let's say 20 reps. 15 seconds of break. Then you transition that into a glute bridge hold. 15 to 20 seconds break. Then you do a glute bridge reach. 15 to 20 seconds break. And then you do some squats. Again, 20 seconds break, 15 to 20 seconds break after the glute bridge reach, and then you start with the glute bridge hold again, and you repeat that 3 times. That would be a nice little glute program which I recommend to do every day or 5 times a week. It will take you 5 minutes, and you will see in a very short time you will feel that your glute starts firing again. All right, that's the first segment. Glute engagement, more functionality for wing foilers, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Hope you enjoyed it. Cheers, bye, hang loose.